friends, this is Laura with the Knot Exchange. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today we are going to be working on the spiral Hotpad, which I love making. You're going to do everything from a slip stitch to a double treble crochet, so you get to use all 6 of those different types of crochet patterns. So we're going to get started with that. If this is the first time that you have seen my channel, please subscribe and give this video a big thumbs up. Let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to get started on this really pretty hot pad. This is the spiral hot pad, and you can tell just because, look at it. It looks like a spiral. It looks so cool. So I love this pattern because it gives you this really cool ridge as an extra texture detail. It looks really cool. This is what it looks like on the back side, just that way you can see the back side. But the front is where the money's at there. So let's go ahead and learn how to make that beautiful hot pad. You're going to need to make yourself a slip knot. You will need yourself a K-size hook or a 6.5 millimeter hook. So we're going to go ahead and get started with our slip knot. Now I did create a first video for all of my new beginners, so that way you can learn all the different stitches that you'll need for this type of a pattern. So please review my first video, so that way you can learn the stitches before you can do this pattern. Alright, so we're going to chain up 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and we're going to slip stitch into the first chain. We're going to chain up 14, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Now, what we need to do next, we need to do slip stitch all the way down our chain, but you want to make this as loosely as you possibly can without having just an insane amount of loop. The reason why is because we're going to be on our next row, we're going to be working our way back up this tail that we're making, and we need to make sure that we can actually get into the back loops. I'm almost there, guys. Okay. Now what you're going to do is we're going to slip stitch into the center. Go, and then chain up 1. Turn your work, and this is where it starts to get really fun. So let's go ahead, and this is where it gets fun and difficult at the same time. The first petal is the hardest one to make, so once you get past the first petal, you're going to be solid. But the first one you're going to do is you're going to do 1 single crochet in the back loop only. This is a back loop stitch. Now we're going to do 1 half double crochet into the next stitch. We got 1 more half double crochet in the next stitch. Now we've got 2 double crochets in this next stitch. Oh, you got to take the whole loop, not just partial of it. This is why you have to do it as loosely as you can, because otherwise you can't get into the stitch. I have a hard time with that still. I like my stitches are always really tight, so I have a hard time with that. Then we're going to do 1 double crochet in the next stitch. Okay, so we're about almost to our halfway point. Our next stitch we're going to do is 1 treble crochet in the next one. Pull through 2, pull through 2, and then we're going to do 2 treble crochets in the next stitch. And then do 1 more treble. Then we're going to do one more treble into the next stitch. And then we got double trebles to do next, guys. That's fun. So there's our last single treble. Oops. There we go. Then we've got our double treble. We've got one double treble. Treble, not treble. Not T-R-O-U-B-L-E, but T-R-E-B-L-E. It sounds very similar with my accent. Sorry about that, guys. So then we're going to do 2 double treble crochets into the next stitch. 2 and 2 and 2. We've got 2. There we go. And then the last one we're doing is just one more double treble crochet. Now that we've finished to our first petal, that's what it looks like. We're then going to chain up 1, turn our work, and slip stitch our way back down the other side. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and now I'm going to show you one more petal. You make a total of 12 petals. Oops. Make a total of 12 petals here. So I'm going to show you how to make one more, just so that way you get the idea of it. And because all the petals are exactly the same. So then you're slip stitching into your center, chaining up 1, turning your work. Alright, so now that we're on our next petal, we're going to go ahead and do, remember we're working in the back loops only. So we're going to do 1 single crochet, 1 half double, then we're going to do 1 half double. As soon as I have the half double stitches are tough to get into somehow. These chains. There we go. Now we've got a double crochet. You got to make 2 of them. 1, 2. Then you've got 1 more double crochet on its own. Now you've got 1 treble crochet. And then you've got 2 treble crochets in the next stitch. Now we're going to go ahead and do 1 more treble crochet in the next stitch. Then we're going to do a double treble in the next stitch. Then we're going to do 2 double trebles in the next stitch. Yep. Ran out of yarn, there we go. There we are. And then we've got 1 more double treble crochet. There you go. Chain up 1, and then you slip stitch your way back, guys. So I will meet you back when we have 12 petals on our chain here, or on our ring, and then I will show you. We just need to slip stitch it back to slip stitch it together. So I'll show you how to do that here in just a few minutes. All right, friends. So we are at the point now where we're getting ready to slip stitch down our 12th petal, and this is where we're going to connect the 2 together. So I did my chain up 1 already, so I'm going to go ahead and slip stitch down 1 and 2, and then on the 3rd one we're going to grab our end, fold this in half, and we're going to start slip stitching through both. So we got this one, and just kind of pick a spot, slip stitch through. Okay, and that's all you're going to do to close this baby up, and then it's done. You'll use your darning needle to tie off your end there, so that way you can hide your end piece. But other than that, it's going to be smooth sailing. Now, if this is the first time you've watched my video, please make sure you subscribe to my channel and give this video a big thumbs up. I look forward to the next time that we can learn a pattern together. Until then, happy crocheting!